Now let's become familiar with paint gun adjustments.
I'm going to start with the correct spray pattern, which is achieved by using the right reducer, the proper mount, and these paint gun adjustments: air pressure, paint volume or fluid control, and the pattern width. Become familiar with these adjustments on an old hood or other scrap metal before turning the paint gun on your car. You'll notice that I've applied pinstripes and masking tape to the panels I'll be using to demonstrate spray patterns. This to show you how easy it is to add stripes or other graphics to a paint job before applying your final finish or color. Apply a narrow pattern in whatever color you want your stripes to be. Allow that paint to dry overnight and apply the stripes, then lightly sand before applying your final coat of paint. Let's get back to the pattern adjustments.
A split spray pattern, or one that is heavy on each end, is usually caused by too wide of a pattern, over thin material, or too much air pressure. Correct by reducing the air pressure and narrowing the pattern. Remember, if you narrow the pattern too much without adjusting the fluid control, you're sure to have runs because you're spraying the same amount of paint onto a smaller area. I've placed masking tape on one side of the air nozzle. This is to show how restricted airflow will affect the spray pattern. The paint will be deflected to the side of the air nozzle with the weakest airflow, as you'll see in the following demonstration. Notice the paint pattern flows to the right of this paint gun toward the masking tape. The paint must leave the nozzle in a perfectly round stream, and the air blasting that paint stream must be exactly equal from both sides. Adjust the gun for patterns similar to those on the left half of the screen. Now that you're familiar with the paint gun adjustments, and we've given the paint on our practice panels time to set up, let's remove the tape and have a look at our stripes.
Carefully remove the pinstriping before the paint sets up too hard, and you can clean up any imperfections left in the stripe. When applying pinstripes, don't try to apply them 1 inch at a time because you'll get a very crooked line. Instead, just tack it at one end, and pull it back, and tack it right down there. Trim that off. We'll need to resand this area and apply our final finished color of paint.
Try to be comfortable when you're spraying and follow the contours of the vehicle. Notice I try to hold the gun at a steady distance from the vehicle, approximately 8 to 10 inches.
Customize your vehicle by adding graphics and stripes as I've done here. As in our other programs, we'll demonstrate procedures that will give you the confidence to perform the work yourself regardless of your skill level. If you haven't seen dent repair, rust repair, or paint tips, you might want to pick up a copy. Look for the Smart Body Shop Talk logo on our other tapes as well. Right now, let's go back to part 1 and look at some of the products we'll be using in this program. I'll be using some mild dishwashing liquid, a squeegee, masking tape, a razor knife, tape measure. I'll also be using a spray bottle and, of course, a window tinting film. A little later, I'll be using some ammonia. You might use a squeegee again, but be sure to wet the film while you're working the squeegee against it. Remember to tape over the window handle. And that concludes part 1 of this video.